Okay, hello guys. So what we're going to do today is a listening activity with vocabulary. Okay, so as you know, this unit is called stories, historias, and stories can be told through cinema, TV series, or through books. Las historias se pueden contar con películas, series o libros. Today we are going to learn some vocabulary in relation to books, okay? It is called Pen and Paper, the podcast about books. Lápiz y papel, el podcast sobre libros, okay? So the first two exercises are in relation to vocabulary, okay? So I'm going to tell you what these words mean, and what you've got to do is you have to classify them. Las tenéis que clasificar en personas, partes de la historia y éxito y opinión, okay? For example, we have a word que significa premio, in success and opinions. Okay, so what you've got to do is the same with the rest of words. So beginning es el comienzo de una historia. Okay, the beginning, el comienzo de algo. The bestseller, a bestseller is when a book is very well sold. So es un éxito de ventas. Best, mejor, seller, vendido. Okay. Chapter is the parts in which the book is divided, en los capítulos. Un libro se divide en capítulos. A critic is a person who makes reviews. Un crítico es una persona que hace críticas, okay? So, makes reviews about books, about movies, and so on. Ending. The ending is the opposite of beginning, o sea, comienzo, final. Un editor es una persona que se encarga de editar los textos. Por ejemplo, los revisa, les corrige las faltas de ortografía, and so on, okay? A hit is the same as a bestseller, es un éxito, okay? The narrator is the person who tells the story. El narrador es la persona que cuenta la historia, okay? A novelist is the writer of a novel, es un escritor de novelas, so novelista. A publisher, un publisher is not a person, it is, it can be a person, but es la editorial, la persona que publica los libros, las revistas, and so on, okay? A review is what the critic does, es una review, es una crítica, okay, una opinión about a book, about a movie. And the setting, el setting is where the story takes place, es donde tiene lugar la acción, o sea, es como el escenario donde se desarrolla, puede ser en Nueva York, puede ser en Marte o puede ser en un castillo, okay, so that is the setting. So you have to classify it in people, parts of the story, success, and opinions. So with these words, you have to fill in A, B, C, D, E, F. O sea, necesitáis 6 de estas palabras para rellenar este pequeño texto de aquí. For example, episode 54, where do you find inspiration for your characters? Would be a question. ¿Dónde encuentran inspiración para los personajes? ¿Quién encontrará inspiración para los personajes? So, A would be, what do you think? Novelists. Okay, where do novelists find inspiration for the characters? ¿Dónde encuentran los novelistas la inspiración para los personajes? And so on. Okay, so now you have 5 remaining. Okay, in exercise 3, what you've got to do, esto es como un podcast, ¿vale? Nos hablan de diferentes novelas, diferentes autores, ¿vale? Y aquí lo que van a hablar dice dónde encuentran la inspiración para los personajes, los argumentos para sus novelas. Esta semana vamos a ver 4, 2 clásicos y 2 modernos para descubrirlo. Todos tienen positivos, no sé qué, de los lectores a lo largo de los años, y alrededor del mundo los han traducido en muchas lenguas diferentes. Entonces, estos 4 libros de los que nos hablan son los siguientes. Lo que tenéis que hacer es escuchar la grabación que os voy a poner. Es la misma para los 2 ejercicios, ¿vale? La voy a poner una vez y lo que tenéis que hacer es rellenar los huecos del 1 al 8, que es lo que nos falta aquí, ¿vale? Y luego lo volvéis a poner y elegís una de estas 2 palabras que nos ponen aquí. Entonces, if you're ready, I'm going to play it. Lo voy a poner y repito. Rellenáis los huecos del 1 al 8 con la información que nos falte, ¿vale? Y que nos digan en el audio. Y aquí lo volvéis a escuchar y elegís similar or different. Pues depende de lo que escuchéis, ¿ok? Continued or changed. The same channel, different channels. Normal or unusual. Okay, so you choose. So if you're ready, I'm going to play it. Lo podéis poner 2 veces, okay? So I'm going to play it just once.
Unit 2, page 24, exercises 3 and 4.
We all know that moment. We've spent ages trying to think of an idea for an essay or a story, and nothing comes. Then later, while we're doing something completely different, eureka! A great idea appears. This week, on the Pen and Paper podcast, we present 4 novelists' eureka moments. First, Ahmed Khan tells us about the inspiration for 2 classics. Here's Ahmed.
2 classic adventure novels exist, thanks to their authors taking a break. Novelist Jules Verne was reading a newspaper in a cafe when he saw an article about a trip around the world. The idea for the beginning of a story suddenly appeared. He imagined his hero in a cafe discussing a newspaper article about such a trip, and the novel, Around the World in 80 Days, was born. 10 years later, Robert Louis Stevenson was on holiday in Scotland with his family. While he was painting a map of an island with his stepson, he suddenly had an idea. He realized it would be the perfect setting for a story about pirates and treasure. He quickly put down his paintbrush, picked up a pen, and started planning the chapters of Treasure Island.
Writers of modern bestsellers also have eureka moments. Here's Julia Bridges.
2 writers of novels that have been big hits with readers and critics had their eureka moments in bed. Suzanne Collins was watching TV in bed when 2 TV programs inspired her. First, Collins watched a group of young people take part in a competition. Then she changed the channel and saw another group fighting in a real war. She was beginning to fall asleep when the 2 stories combined in her mind, and The Hunger Games was born. Stephanie Meyer's eureka moment came when she was actually asleep. She dreamed that a young girl was talking to a very handsome young man in the woods. In her dream, the young man was a vampire, and although he was in love with the girl, he also wanted to drink her blood. When Meyer woke up, she had the idea for the Twilight series.
So, now you know. If the ideas don't come when you want them to, take a break or go to bed. Next, on Pen and Paper, we talk to Simon.
Okay guys, so that was the first time. You can go back and repeat it so you can do exercise 4. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 and 4, because 3 and 4. So that's it. Thank you very much for your effort. See you soon.